This is the Chromebook 714. It's a business-focused notebook that will take you from the busiest of work days to home and anywhere else in between. In its petite 14-inch full metal body, it packs some serious durability and even more serious power. Thrown in all-day battery life and the first fingerprint reader to be seen on a Chromebook, and you've got yourself a winner. Let's take a closer look. First, let's talk Chromebooks, because for a while now they've been well known in the education and teaching sector, with their low-cost builds and very easy functionality. However, we've been seeing more and more premium feeling Chromebooks starting to make their way into the corporate world with the specifications and the features to match. And this is definitely one of them because it has some serious power and some seriously premium feeling extras. And actually all of that considered, the price is pretty reasonable too. This one retails for £579. So it's not the cheapest Chromebook you're going to find, but it's definitely not the most expensive either. So what does that price get you? In terms of specs, it has an actual proper CPU in the form of an i5-8250U processor, and there's also an i3 version available as well. But what I have here is the i5. It's a proper CPU. That's a quad-core chip that can boost up to 3.4 GHz, which is more than enough for your day-to-day workload, general productivity, and even with enough power for some light content creation too. So feel free to open all of the tabs, have the videos playing, all while you do your work, because I'm not going to judge you, and apparently neither is the 714, so there you go. It also comes with Intel's integrated graphics and 128 GB of eMMC storage, which actually is enough because it's a Chromebook, so you're going to be making use of the cloud storage anyway. Now the design. The 714 is definitely a serious looking Chromebook. It looks like it means business. It's made of 100% aluminium, which is really great to see, and it's anodized too, which means there's no paint to chip, so this sleek gunmetal grey colour will stay that colour. The size, the thickness is less than 2 centimeters, it's I think 18 millimeters thin, and it weighs 1.6 kilograms. It definitely feels lightweight. It doesn't feel like a noticeable weight to be in your bag. It's not the lightest of the light, but it's also not made of plastic. So that's what you get when you have the aluminium body. It's going to be a little bit heavier. And the thing just feels durable. It feels really solid because as someone who's basically heavy-handed with anything that makes its way into my midst, the 714 just isn't bothered. There's no flex around the screen, around the keyboard. Yeah, it just feels like it could withstand a lot. And it's also military grade tested, like the other Acer Chromebooks, by military standard 810G, which means it can survive drops, knocks, temperature, humidity changes, that kind of thing. Which number one is great if you're clumsy, not looking at anyone in particular here. And number two, if you're taking it around with you on the go, because you don't really know what kind of conditions you might be in. So that's really good too. And actually reading it here, what the 810G military standard is, supposedly this laptop can withstand up to 4-foot drops and up to 60 kilograms of downward force. Guess who weighs 58 and is feeling reckless? And the battery life on the 714 is a winner. In terms of video playback, it lasted over 13 hours, which is great. So you can definitely rely on it lasting you throughout your workday. And it's worth noting too, you can also charge it via USB Type-C for even faster charging with a lightweight power brick. So in terms of USB Type-Cs, we have two USB 3.1 Type-Cs on each side, which you can both use for charging depending on your setup. Maybe one suits you easier than another, I don't know. In terms of other ports, we have one USB 3.1 Type-A, we have a headphone jack, and on this side we have a Kensington lock slot, and we have a micro SD card reader. So a concise selection of ports, but actually a really good selection of ports. Now, how the 714 and its slightly bigger brother, the 715, were revolutionary to the world of Chromebooks was by the addition of an embedded fingerprint reader just here below the keyboard. Can I just say, number one, it is the cutest fingerprint reader I've ever seen. Look at that with the rounded off edges, so cute. But for speedy and secure logins, with all the details being stored in the Chromebook itself and not in the cloud, just do add to that kind of level of security. Above the fingerprint reader, you find the keyboard, and the keyboard is really, it's kind of soft and spongy, it's shallow. It's definitely one of those for like speedy typing, touch typists. And it is also backlit white as well, it just looks really nice. Now, if you're a number pad nerd, like I am, then you will find one in the 15-inch version too. Below is the trackpad, and it's probably one of my favorite things about this Chromebook. It uses Corning Gorilla Glass, so it is just super smooth and super protected against any nicks, scratches, that kind of thing. But it's just, the smoothness is just unreal. There's no drag, The actuation is great, the sensitivity is great, and it's really nicely large too. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite things about it. So what else does it have? It's Citrix ready to help you enhance your organization's networking and virtualization. I'll be honest, I haven't had a go with that kind of thing ever. It also comes with a Google Assistant too, to make your work to home life a little bit easier. So you can use it to set reminders, start video calls, schedule meetings, that kind of thing. And also if you have any other Google devices, like a mobile phone or Google Home, then you basically have complete control over them too, which is pretty cool. And that right there is the 714 in a nutshell, and it is a serious business Chromebook with enough strength to power through your day-to-day work and enough battery life to take you from work to home. Although admittedly it's 2020, so it'll probably just take you from home to home, but it is good to know. And it's all set in this solid design that can apparently withstand anything, even a person, so there's that. I really enjoy the 714, and I like the fact that it has a reasonable price tag despite having these premium features like great CPU, has this super smooth trackpad, the all-metal build, and this immensely cute fingerprint reader. Yeah, I really like that. Anyway, let me know what you think of the 714 down below. Let me know if you have one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.